Hello and welcome back, or welcome if you're new. If you're new here, my name is Elena and I am the homeschooling mama to 3 kiddos. Here on the channel we talk about everything from homeschooling to homemaking and all the things in between, including our planners and love of books, and sometimes those two things get combined. So if you've not seen when I put this together, this is just a little B6 size Chic Sparrow Traveler's Notebook, and I put it together to kind of be what I'm calling my creative journal, because it's just a bunch of stuff in here when I want to be creative. So I'll link the video in the cards for you when I set this up if you want to see the whole thing, but I just have a lot of stuff that I reused and repurposed here, and then just a brain dump kind of notebook here, a folder, and a pen that's thrown in there. And I have been starting to use this section, but I wanted to pull this out because in here is where I'm going to put in another reading journal. So I created a reading journal a few months, maybe last year, I don't know. I created a reading journal before, but I'm going to update and do a new one. And I just found this little B6 notebook in my stash of things, and so I thought I would go ahead and use this up. I'm going to flip this first page here because I think I'm going to go back in and make a title page for it, but I'm not going to do that today. And yes, I know it's June, we're already halfway through the year, but I'm going to jump right in and I'm going to get started with a few pages of what my reading challenges are for this year. I have no rhyme or reason, I have no plan for this. It would probably go better if I did have a plan of action, but I don't have one, so we're going to wing it and see how it goes. And I'm going to use this gray mild liner, and the first thing I'm going to track is actually the pages read. And this is probably not even the best day to be doing this because my wrist is actually feeling a little sore, and it is my right wrist, and I am right-handed. So it kind of hurts a little to write and stuff, but I need a break and I wanted to get this done. So I'm gonna put in room here to put the number of pages that I read throughout the year. And like I said, I know we already started the year, but maybe what I can do is just a graph. So I decided to go ahead and divide it very sloppily by hundreds. So each line is going to be 100. The most I've ever read in a month is just under 3,500 pages. So if I get to above 3,000, I'll just maybe make a note here. And then I just put the initials of the month here. And then every month I can just put a plot line and kind of connect it down, or I can draw a line up if I want to do that. I actually think I might like that better if I do it. Okay, so here's where we're at. I went ahead and what I did was do the plot points after all, but I wrote the page numbers down here, just if I wanted to have a more exact reference. But that's kind of how we're looking here. March, I read a ton, and then May, I ended up reading more too. So March and May were my biggest numbers. And then June is way down here still, but at the time of recording, we're only in our second week of June. So we'll see, but I think it'll be kind of fun to see. The next page here, I think what I will do is make some room and do the number of books read. Oh, you know what? I think I might put here, I know I have printed out like one of those bookshelf things where you can color it in, because I'm not a very good artist, so I couldn't find the sticker that I thought I printed, so maybe I used it. So I ended up finding a couple of different ones on Pinterest. This one is from Starts at 8. I will try to remember to link these down below for you. And all I did with this was, because I have a smaller notebook, is print it 2 to a page, and I only printed one out, so then I flipped my page around and printed the other one out. And then I found this one from A Country Girl's Life and The Paper Hen. So it's the same thing. And then I cut it out. I'm going to cut it out. It's just on regular copy sheet paper, and then I'm going to use a glue stick and glue it down. Okay, so all I did was stick that in with some regular old glue stick. And I did go ahead and add in another shelf. So total, this page has 30 books and this one now has 48. So that's 78, and I think I set my goal for 75. So I'll come back in and fill this in another day, or later actually. And then here, what I'm gonna do is start marking down for one of the reading challenges that I signed up to do on the Storygraph. So one of them is the Flourish and Blots 2022 Harry Potter Challenge, the Ordinary Wizarding Levels or Owls Reading Challenge. And so you have all year to complete it, and you can complete as many books as you want or as little. So each of the 12 classes have 5 prompts. So I really would like to do all 60 books because it is a year-long one. I'd like to have it written down on here. So I think what I will do is one page, and I won't get too fancy. I won't put in too much decor, I don't think, and I will just do the class up on top and then the 5 prompts, and then I can either mark and then I can highlight or color in or something like that if I finished it. So I'll need 12 pages. Put it in. So let's just get started with it. So I found another free printable. This one is from craftyplanner.com, and I just think it's perfect for a reading planner, but also it kind of ironic because I'm covering up a mistake from not planning ahead of time. It says, attention to detail in the preparation is the prerequisite of all planning. And it is a quote by Horace Slughorn. So I'm going to use this to cover up my mistake, or not my mistake, but cover up my change of mind there. Okay, so I went ahead and I just wrote in the name of the classes up on top, and then each one has, like I said, 5 prompts. So I'm going to go in later and add that in, and then add in the books that I've already read to go with the prompts, because that's going to take a little bit of time. I'm going to leave this page blank in case I want to journal how this reading challenge went for me, or if I just want to decorate it, then I have that page, because on this page I'm going to start the next challenge that I signed up for, also on Storygraph, and this one is a fairy tale, let me get it right for you. This one's called Fairy Tale Reading Challenge 2022. It's hosted by Asio Bookish Life. This one is a fairy tale book, and I do have this sticker book from Happy Planner that was gifted to me, and so I may use some of these for some of the challenges. So it's got some really cute ones. You can see I used just a few, and I think I may actually want this one to be a little bit prettier, like typeset. Okay, so for this one, I did go in and just make a Google Docs and kind of put it out in just a little bit neater writing. Again, if I had any kind of lettering skills, or if I wanted to practice lettering, I could do that. But my lettering skills are completely lacking and definitely need a lot of practice. But my wrist just isn't up to that today. So we're gonna take this route and it'll be fine. Again, I just printed it on regular copy sheet paper because I didn't want to use a whole sticker sheet, because as you can see I had a lot of white space, so I just didn't feel like I was using up the sheet to the full advantage. And also I just figure I could just glue it into, and it'll be fine. Okay, so that's all that I had in there. If I find any more, I'll add more as I go along, but I think this is going to be a good start. Here's the Fairy Tale Reading Challenge, and then I have enough room that I can print out, if I want to, a picture of the books that I read for the month. So I have completed all the way up until June. I just need to add them in, but so I'll put them in here, and then I can continue on with the rest. And then I still have room in here For other books that I'm just reading, I can always tip in pages as well. And then, like I said, my son and I are going to do a summer reading challenge that I definitely want to get in here too. So stay tuned if you want to see how I continue to update this, and then how I'm going to decorate for my son, for the little challenge my son and I have, the little summer reading challenge we have. Oh, there is one more summer reading challenge that I am thinking of participating in, so I may update that too as well. But that's it for now. I'm going to go ahead and add this in. So I'm going to put that in here, and one more string. It'll go at the front for now, which is fine because when I go to open this, we'll still have plenty. I still have plenty of room in here. So this will be my reading challenge book. I have, maybe I'll decorate the cover, maybe I won't. I do want to do the cover page here. I'm checking my pages read. Here's where I'll fill in the books that I've read. And then we'll begin the Harry Potter Owls one. And then it goes into the fairy tale challenge. And I have plenty of room to continue on with that. But this is how I'm going to leave it for now. This is just very basic, the very beginning of it. But like I said, if you're not subscribed, maybe hit the subscription button and the bell notification so you don't miss it as I update it. I'm really excited. I am enjoying this little creative journal booklet that I've created. And I'm excited to going on my reading journal. And the nice thing about the Traveler's Notebook too is that I can pull out the little booklet as I want to work in it just alone if I don't want to work on it in here. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and watching, getting this set up. I really appreciate you taking your time out and spending it with me. If you like this video, would you please be sure to give it a thumbs up so that I know the kind of content you're looking for and that you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching again. And if you haven't been told today, please know that you are deeply and truly loved and so, so appreciated. Thanks for watching.